UFC Fight Night, Dos Santos versus Fiziev takes place this weekend, and that's I'm going to be going through the full card breakdown, adding detailed predictions. UFC Vegas 58, not a good card whatsoever. Other than the main event, it's not a good card. Starting with the early prelim opener of Ronnie Lawrence versus Syed Kub Kakramanov. I'm gonna be leaning the side of Ronnie Lawrence here to get this one done. Kakramanov, sorry for mispronouncing this guy's name. Syed Yakub Kakramanov is a great fighter, though. He's really good. He does have some decent wins here and there over Treyjon Jones, but it's Treyjon Jones, not a great win whatsoever. He is very good, though. He beat 10-0 Askar, which was decent. You know, he beat Askar, who honestly is a decent fighter. He beat 8-4 Tyson Lin, which isn't really that great. He's good, but he does have good grappling. He is 26 years old, but Ronnie Lawrence, I think, is a very good fighter. 8-1, 30 years old, has to make something happen now. I mean, not really. He's only 30 years old. Just turned it last month. He had a great performance against Mana Martinez. Yeah, really good performance against Mana Martinez. He did get dropped with a spinning elbow in the last round, but overall he was pretty handily winning against Mana Martinez. And I do believe he'll win this one. They both are really good with grappling. I think they're both going to neglect the grappling, especially Ronnie Lawrence here. He does have good grappling. He beat Vince Cachero with ground and pound. Absolutely dominated him. Yeah, I think he's good enough for Ronnie Lawrence. He has good stand-up. I don't see Kakramanov landing shots here and there. He could have some sting in his shots, but I don't see it. He did rock Treyjon Jones before getting a guillotine, but I don't see Lawrence just falling in a guillotine. And even if he does, I think he'll have to get dropped or something. I don't see him just getting put in one. I think Lawrence gets it done. I think he's a good fighter. I think he'll just out-jabs Kakramanov for a 29-28 close decision. Split decision I'll go with. I think he'll just win. Kind of similar to Armin Sarukian versus Mateusz Gamrot, but more of a correct decision, as what I'd say. So, yeah, I think Ronnie Lawrence gets it. He's a good fighter. He beat Jose Johnson in the Contender Series. He's very good. I think he'll go out there and get it done. I think he'll look good in his career. Moving on up the card. Kennedy Chukwu versus Carl Robertson. I'm going to have to lean Kennedy Chukwu. I think I'm going to go here. I think Chukwu is very good. He's a very good fighter. I once doubted him in his career. I really did. Once I thought he was quite garbage, if I'm honest with you. When he fought Paul Craig, I was like, he's quite trash. He won against Darko Stosic. He won by Darko Stosic. Darko Stosic more so was winning that fight, but he landed a lot of groin kicks, so it took points away, so that's how Chukwu won. I was not impressed. Then he fought Olberg, and I was very impressed. You know, he got rocked early on, then came back. Olberg looking good, and he beat Danilo Marquez, who he was losing early on, but comes back. I think he's going to get this one done. I just don't think Carl Robertson is that good in any way, if I'm honest with you. He's 9-5. I don't even think he should be in the UFC. That's 3 losses in a row. Khalil Roundtree Jr., Brendan Allen, and Marvin Vettori. All great guys to lose to, let's be real. I'm going to be honest with that, but he's not impressive whatsoever. I think Chukwu is very impressive. He arguably won that last one against Nikolai Negumereanu back at UFC 272. I thought he could have won that fight. It should have been a draw, if I'm honest with you. I'm remembering it now. It should have been a draw. But if anyone won, it should have been Chukwu, other than Negumereanu. If anyone won, it should have been Chukwu, but realistically, it should have been a draw. He did lose to Da Un Young, but Da Un Young's a savage. What would Da Un Young do to frickin' Carl Robertson, if I'm honest with you? What would he do? KO him in the first round? I just don't trust Robertson's chin, and I just don't trust him overall. He has a bit of a bad ground game, so that's Chukwu can go there as well. He won't, though. But he got KO'd badly by Khalil Roundtree, badly, soccer kick in the head. like, close to getting socket kicked in the head, but, like, that's risky when you're coming up against a power puncher and Chukwu. I'm going to have to go Kenny Chukwu. I think he's young as well. 30 years old, turned it a month ago. I think Chukwu's good. And Marquez, not really a great win. He could get out-grappled, but I think it's going to be a stand-up fight. Chukwu's coming off a close decision loss. And Carl Robertson coming off a bad loss to Khalil Roundtree. And he beat Olberg, who's coming off great wins over Fabio Charant and that last guy, tough one in Chukwu. That's a good Asian win. And Paul Craig's not a bad loss. Same with Datun Young. He arguably won that last one against Mariano. So I'm going to go Chukwu. Maybe getting stunned early on, but recovering, staying patient, landing the jab, landing good leg kicks here and there, front kicks to the face. Then when I think he'll be getting picked up, I think he'll pick apart maybe Robertson for the first round to the ending. He'll catch him with like a left counter hook, puts Khalil Roundtree down. No, not Khalil Roundtree, puts Carl Robertson down and out. I'm going to go for that. Late first round TKO from Chukwu. Moving on up the card, Cody Brundage versus Treyjon Gore. I'm going to go Treyjon Gore. Okay. He kind of let me down in that last one against Brian Battle. And I did pick him to win against Brian Battle. But I kind of realized Brian Battle is very good. Very good of a fighter. And he did good in that fight against Brian Battle. He did lose that fight and kind of let me down. Because I was really confident in him winning that one. But Treyjon Gore, I think, is good. And I think he's a very good fighter. He beat Gilbert Urbina on the Ultimate Fighter. Same for Ryder Newman. He hasn't faced great competition, but like Cody Brundage, I think he's good. Cody Brundage, I like Cody Brundage. He did beat Dalcha-Lungiambula in that last one, but that was more so of Dalcha-Lungiambula's stupidity in that fight. He did lose to Nick Maximov and made it close, but people forget, like, William Knight put this man out. Put him out badly. Like, I understand he went to a close decision with Maximov, but where's Maximov now? He just lost to Andre Petrosky. You know? So, I don't know if that's a good sign. He did lose to Brian Battle himself on amateurs, but yeah, I just don't see him winning this one. He's good, though. He's a good fighter. He beat Dalcha-Lungiambula. And he is a good underdog here to out-grapple Gore. But Gore, I think, has good defense. I think to beat Gore, you have to be kind of rangy like Brian Battle and just pick him apart with kicks. Front kicks to the body, front teeps. Good jabs. You got to just make him, like, second guess. And I don't think Brundage has the stand-up to do so. Plus, he did make a close short notice against Maximov. And arguably, if he had a full cap, can maybe beat Nick Maximov. But, like, he got KO'd badly by William Knight, who's not really doing well in his own career now. So, I think I'm going to trust Gore to get this one done. First round KO. Brundage maybe gets him down early on, but Gore works his way back up, lands some shots, and pieces up against the cage. Pieces up Brundage against the cage. Body shot, big right combo. Puts down Brundage and puts him away. And, yeah, I think he's good enough. Gore, who's younger and older, they're both the same age. I think Gore's a little bit younger. June 21st. Yeah, he's a bit younger. Month younger. Who cares? But, oh god, I dropped my phone there. I'm gonna go Treyjon Gore first round KO, though. Moving on up the card. Antonina Shevchenko versus Courtney Casey. I think I'm gonna have to take Courtney Casey to win this one. I just haven't been impressed with Antonina Shevchenko. I just haven't been impressed with her at all. At all. Like, she got dominated by Casey O'Neill, Andrea Lee. She just hasn't been impressive whatsoever. Like, she's been dominated in these last fights. Courtney Casey, I think, is a good fighter. If I'm honest with you, I think she's a capable fighter. She's 35 years old. I think Shevchenko's young, if I'm not mistaken. I think she's like 31. 37! Oh my god! I didn't even know she was that old. Holy crap. I thought she was like 31. Maybe in her late 20s. She's 37. Sorry for the jump scare there, really. But, yeah, I think Courtney Casey can get this one done. She beat Liana Jojua. And Liana Jojua is not that good. Liana Jojua is not that good. but she showed she's capable just to, like, outstrike, like, she's capable to just outstrike some people. Like, she arguably won against J.J. Aldrich. Let's be real, she arguably won that fight. She's very good. She did lose to Cynthia Calvillo, which isn't a good look, and she did get out-grappled by Julian Robertson, but Julian Robertson, I think, is levels above Shevchenko. Let's be real. I know Shevchenko trains with her sister, the current flyweight champion, Valentina Shevchenko, but I think she's just kind of garbage. Let's be real. I don't think she's good at all. She got dominated by Casey O'Neill really easily. Like, I honestly think Roxanne Modafferi did a better job against Casey O'Neill than Antonina Shevchenko. And she got dominated by Andrea Lee. She beat Ariane Lipski, but Lipski kind of gassed out, so she's kind of like that one fighter where you beat her up, and she comes back, or she just gets a one-sided victory, but I rarely see that. And she did lose to Roxanne Modafferi there. Yeah, I don't think she's gonna win this one. She got dominated by Caitlin Chikagian. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with I'm gonna have to go Courtney Casey, outstriking her for 3 rounds. I know J.J. Aldrich just lost to Erin Blanchfield, but she looked good against Erin Blanchfield, which makes me even want to pick Casey even more. So I'm going to go Casey, 30-27 victory. Moving on up the card. Oh my god. I'm going to click on the photos. Amin Zahabi versus Ricky Turcios. The return of Ricky, what's his nickname? Ricky Pretty Turcios. I'm going to go Ricky Turcios winning this one. I like Ricky Turcios. Amin Zahabi is just mediocre, in my opinion. He's 34 years old. I don't know where he's been. Like, you fought it last year, beginning of last year, took no damage by knocking someone out cold in round 1. And you took a whole year off, plus 6 months. Makes no sense for him. But he's back here. Yeah, he did beat Draco Rodriguez, which isn't the greatest of wins, but he did KO him in the first round badly, out cold. So he's good, Amin Zahabi, but Ricky Turcios, all we know of him, he's very tough. He's 11-2, 29 years old. I like Ricky Turcios. He did win to a close decision against Brady Handstand. Brady Handstand's also good. I like Ricky Turcios, man. He did lose to Mana Martinez and Boston Salmon on Contender Series, but he's massively improved since then. He's been out for a while. I think he's good. He beat Daniel Agueda there. Ludovic Shalinian. And we've just seen Shalinian. He's also a guy in UFC, and Agueda, who went to a pretty competitive decision with Damon Jackson 2 months ago. Or a bit ago now. Amin Zahabi's good, though. I just don't find him impressive whatsoever. He trains at TriStar. I think I'm going to have to go for Ricky Turcios, just out scrapping him into a decision win. It'll be a good fight. People respect, Zahabi is respected, but I don't even know what the odds are. What's the odds? Slight underdog for Ricky Turcios. I get it. You wouldn't think of him as like a massive favorite, but I think Ricky Turcios will win this fight. I think he's good enough to, and I think Amin Zahabi is a bit mediocre. And I think Amin Zahabi's going to get picked apart. Man, no, 29-28. I think Zahabi will get, like, grappling and going. I think he'll get grappling going. Turcios it'll be a good 3rd round, but Turcios will lose the 1st round, win the 2nd, and have a good 3rd with a good scrap. Unanimous decision, 29-28, Ricky Turcios. Moving on up the card, Cynthia Calvillo versus Nina Nunez. I don't know who to pick here. I really don't know who to pick here, because that's 3 in a row now. Oh, I forgot. She lost to Chikagian. I thought she just lost 2 in a row. I don't know who to pick here, guys. Nunez is kind of good. I don't know who to pick here. Cynthia Calvillo just hasn't looked impressive. Like, she quit on the stool against Andrea Lee, who just basically quit herself against Viviane Araújo. And she got kind of quit against Andrade, but I understand Andrade is good. She was just landing big bombs against her. And she got picked apart by Chukwu. She did beat but Nina Nunez just hasn't been the same. She's 36. How old is Cynthia Calvillo? I think she's 34, yeah. She lost to Mackenzie Dern and Tatiana Suarez, but she beat up Cadelia and Marcos and Hill. And like, I don't know who to pick here. I don't know. Who are the most people picking here? Slight favorite for Calvillo. I mean, I just don't think Nina Nunez kind of has it anymore, but you never know because she's kind of risky and she's too, like, win-lose. It's just, but she just has been getting dominated lately. I know it's Mackenzie Dern, but it's that flyweight, this fight. I'm going to go with Calvillo, I think, getting this one done. Nina Nunez is good, but I just don't trust her winning this one. I know she trains with Nunez, Amanda Nunez, but Nunez just lost. Amanda Nunez just lost. I don't see her winning this one against Calvillo. I think Calvillo is going to go out there, win with the grappling, I believe. You never know, though. It's a risky one, but I think Calvillo, I'm going to trust her to get this one done. She's good enough. Andrea Lee's good. She's still, like, a top contender in that division. Not top, but, like, good in that division. Like, still relevant in that division. Anjos, it's just good. And same with Chukwu. They're both top contenders. She beat Jessica Ai, which is honestly a pretty good win. I know I just retired last week, but I'm going to have to go for her winning this one with the grappling. She made it close against Marina Rodriguez. She was in the first 2 rounds and got 10 in the third. I like her in this one. I think she's good enough to win. I think she'll go out there and win against Nina Nunez. Quite easily, I think. And I'll say 30-27 Calvillo. She could lose, though, and I'll never pick her again if she does anything dumb. But, yeah, I think Calvillo wins it. I don't even know, but I'm going to go Calvillo. We'll see what happens. Moving on up the card to the main card. Michael Johnson versus Jamie Mullarkey. I'm going to have to go for Michael Johnson here as an underdog. I think he's an underdog here as well. Yeah, he's a big underdog. I'm going to have to take Michael Johnson here over Jamie Mullarkey. I like Jamie Mullarkey. He is good. He is very good, Jamie Mullarkey. He did lose to Jalen Turner, but that's not a bad loss. Brad Riddell just got subbed by a guillotine easily last weekend. Jamie Mullarkey toughed it out more than Brad Riddell did. I know it was different sequences. I get it. But, I just think Jalen, that's not a bad loss. I just think Jamie Mullarkey's good. But, like, Devontae Smith is kind of chinny. He gasses out. He's not that good. Same with Kamal Worthy there. And he honestly could have won against Faressa Yam, but Faressa Yam's quite trash. Look how easily Terrence McKinney made it out of him. Mullarkey made it close. Like, it was a back and forth fight there. He lost to Brad Riddell. I just don't see him winning against Michael Johnson. Johnson, a fair play, is older, and he could lose, but he is staying active, very active. KO'd Alan Patrick. If this was after the Clay Guida fight, I would probably lean the side of Mullarkey, but I just don't see Mullarkey winning this one. I don't see him grappling. He does have grappling, but and I know Johnson has been out-grappled. Clay Guida out-grappled him, but Guida, not really that great anymore, let's be real. But he looked good against Moises in the first round before he got ankle-locked, heel hook type thing. I just think he'll win. I don't think... I understand you can say, oh, maybe Mullarkey can catch him. Johnson's smart. He has the timing. He could slow down. We've seen Justin Gaethje can slow him down, but Gaethje is very good at just chopping the legs. I just don't see Mullarkey just chewing up the legs of Michael Johnson. I just think he'll win it. I think Michael Johnson's going to win it in a good scrap back and forth. Fight at night, worthy performance. I think both of them are going to have a good scrap. First 2 rounds, I think Mullarkey's going to lose. He's good, but like Smith was doing well against him. You know? He did make it close against Brad Riddell, but like he did have grappling moments, but it's just I think Johnson probably knows. Maybe Johnson gets chinned, but I think Johnson will win first 2 rounds in a good scrap back and forth, but Johnson gets more of the I think more of the better-looking shots, and I think it'll be a bloody fight back and forth. Johnson, I think, will slightly edge it. I like Michael Johnson. I think he'll go out there, get it done. And yeah, Alan Patrick he put away quite easily, so he's active as well. And yeah, and he fought 2 months ago. Malarkey didn't fight 4 months ago. So yeah, it's back and forth. It's like Sean Strickland versus Alex Pereira. Will what's it called? Will Sean Strickland shoot a takedown? Will Jamie Malarkey shoot a takedown? And I don't think so. I'm not trusting it. I think he'll be but we'll see. Hopefully he's not as dumb as Sean Strickland, just trading on the feet with a kickboxing world champion. I'm going to go Michael Johnson, 29-28 decision. Fight of the night worthy performance. Moving on up the card. Jared Vanderaa versus Chase Sherman. I'm going to go, why is this fight existed, man? They both should be cut from the UFC, but I guess they're so long. I thought Chase Sherman was cut again. I don't even get it anymore, man. I don't know why Vanderaa is here, but I thought Chase Sherman got cut after his loss to Alexander Romanov. I'm going to go Jared Vanderaa. I think we'll win this one. I don't know why they want him to get a win. Like, what? So he's 30 years old, to be fair, but he's just getting dominated by these guys. Like, I think Vanderaa gets it. He's shown some level of skill in some fights. Like, he did lose to Olenek, Arlovsky, and Romanov, but all those guys are quite good. He did very well against Olenek, but he didn't eventually get neck rank from Scarfold. He had to tap out, but he had Olenek's back at one moment from, like, a scramble. But he made it reasonably close against Andrei Arlovsky. I know a lot of people do make it close and competitive against Andrei Arlovsky, but I think he's good enough to win. He got destroyed by Romanov, but same with Sherman, even worse. Sherman got absolutely destroyed. But he won against Justin Tafa, which is a good win. He outstruck Tafa on the feet, beat Harry Hunsucker there. Not the greatest of performance. This is a useless fight to break down. He got dominated by Spivak, but Chase Sherman, I just hasn't found anything. Yeah, I don't know why he's here. I don't know why he's here at all. Sure, cool, you beat EK Villanueva, a garbage fighter. Yeah, I'm going to go Jared Vanderaa, winning on the feet and having the grappling moments when he needs to, and winning like a 30-27 decision win. I think he'll get it. Well, actually, I might go finish there. That's actually a good opportunity to go for a finish for him there, but yeah, I think we'll get a decision though. I'm going to go Vanderaa, decision. Moving on, up the card, Jamie Pickett versus Dennis Tiuliulin. Hard last name to pronounce. I'm going to go with Jamie Pickett. I think we'll win this one. What is this card? Really bad. Like, I don't know what this card is about, man. They should put Ricky Tercios on the main card. And what's the layout as well? Dennis Tiuliulin. I'm going to go Jamie Pickett. I think Jamie Pickett's good enough to win this one. He's 13-7. Why is he here? I don't get it. Why is these guys here? He did lose to Kyle Dawkins in that last one, which isn't a good look since Dawkins just lost to Roman Dolidze. But he got Darst. Things happen. He got Darst choked. Things happen, really. But he beat Joseph Holmes, which is a good win. Holmes just bounced back in that last one against Alan Amadovsky. Lorian Sarapoli does make it close in these fights, but Dennis Tiuliulin, I just don't think has any type of threat. He does have that one-punch threat he could go for, but got destroyed by Alishkab Kizrayev badly. Like, I just don't see him winning. He got TKO by Jordan Wright and Tafon Chukwu. Well, it lasted to a decision against Tafon Chukwu. But he's good. Like, he's a good fighter. He got KO'd by Wright, got choked by Dawkins. Things happen. Those guys would do that to Dennis Tiuliulin. And he made it a close decision against Pinelli Soriano in the contender series. So I think he'll go out there, win it against Dennis Tiuliulin. Yeah, I think we'll get it done. Unanimous decision. Just having the type of performance like he did against Holmes and Staropoli. Close fight, 29-28. Moving on up the card, Saeed Nurmagomedov versus Douglas Silva, the Andrade. Great fight here in the bantamweight division. Let's be real. I'm gonna go with Saeed in a decision here. I was originally going for a finish, but I rewatched the Sergey Morozov fight. Great win. Like, he got the win. Like, it was a good performance by freaking Douglas of the Andrade. Showed a great chin. Was getting rocked early on. Looked like he was going to go down. And eventually, he landed a big shot on Morozov. Really concussed him badly. And went to the rear naked choke. He's very good. We've seen Morozov just bounce back against Hali and Paiva. But he put away Gaetano Perillo out cold badly in that last one there. But he's good. But he got beat up by Laurel Murphy, who's kind of mediocre in that division. Piotr Yanni kind of got quit on the stool there. Rob Funk got guillotined. Zubat Tugukov, not bad loss, but like, he did beat Marlon Vera, which is a really underrated win. Or Marlon Vera, of course, is really underrated in that bantamweight division. But Saeed, I think, is good. He beat Cody Stamen. He put away Stamen easily. But we should have seen Stamen just bounce back as well. He put away Striegel. Only lost to Raoni Barcelos, who was really, really good at the time. Yeah, he put away Ramos as well, Ricardo Ramos. I think he's good enough to win this one. Winning on his feet. Maybe gets cracked here and there. Maybe gets stumbled here and there. But I think he'll win like a 29-28 decision win. I think Douglas Silva and Andrade might grapple in one round, but the other two he gets outstruck. Damage-based scoring. Saeed, I think, gets it. Moving on up the card. Kyle Bahalo versus Armin Petrosian in the co-main event. We're already here. What bad co-main event? What is this card? It's in the Apex, yeah, but I'm going to go Kyle Bahalo here. I think Armin Petrosian's good. I don't think he's great, though, man. I think he's good, but he's 31 years old. He's good, but he did beat Gregory Rodriguez in that last one, but I rewatched that again. He arguably, legit, could have lost that fight. That was an either way close fight. I know he's making it close with Rodriguez overall is just really impressive. But again, he could have lost that fight. Honestly, could have lost that fight. You know? Rodriguez, of course, is really looking good. Beat Julian Marquez. Like, really good win there. But yeah. I think Kyle Bahalo is good with his grappling. He's 11-1. 29 years old. He destroyed Omar Gadzia. Let's be real. He actually destroyed him 3 rounds. I think he's good. I think he'll out-grapple Petrosian. Be close on the feet and interesting on the feet if Kyle does get chinned here and there. But Petrosian, I think, will lose with the grappling. Slow down when the fight goes on. I don't think he's something special, but I think Kyle Bahalo is going to get this one done with the grappling. Win a 29-28 decision. It'd be surprising if he actually destroys Armin Petrosian, but I think he'll win it. Kyle Bahalo, I think, gets it done. Moving on up the card, plus the contender series fights. 2 contender series fights. Very good. Moving on to the main event. Rafael dos Anjos versus Rafael Fiziev. The battle of the Rafaels. I'm going to go for Rafael dos Anjos here. I think Rafael dos Anjos gets this one done. I think this is a 5-rounder. I don't think Fiziev's going to win it, man. I really have changed my opinion on this. Not just because it's a 5-rounder. I think dos Anjos is just going to pressure him the whole time, and I don't think Fiziev can keep up with that pace, and especially at a grappling pace that RDA is going to bring. Not like a stand-up pace like a Bobby Green would bring. I just don't see... I don't see Fiziev getting this one done, man. I really don't see it. Fair play, he beat Brad Riddell for wheel kick. But we seen Riddell just lose last weekend to Jalen Turner. Bobby Green put like a stand-up pace on him, but we haven't seen him test with the grappling pace yet. I think RDA is the guy just to put him in that pressure. Like, Riddell tried shooting on him, but he was already concussed. You know, not really much there. Moicano didn't do much. But Moicano's quite chinny in that division. And speaking of Moicano, RDA put a beating on Renato Moicano. Put a beating. Legit put a beating on him. You know? put a beating on him. And I know he kind of let the 5th round kind of slide, but he dominated Moicano, man. Dominated him. It would have been probably closer in a full count, but I don't know, man. I don't see Fiziev laying out RDA. I'll make an individual breakdown for this tomorrow. And I'll also do Petrosian and Calvillo as well. Why not? Why not? Treat it King to MMA. I think he's good enough to win this one, man. He overall in his career, Rafael dos Anjos, overall in his career, he's only lost to grapplers like Michael Chiesa, grappler, Leon Edwards, grappler, Kamaru Usman. Well, now a striker, let's be real, but usually a grappler. Covington, a grappler, like more grappler, wrestler type fighters, you know. Chiesa's more of a grappler. Leon's more of a grappler. Usman more of a wrestler, and like, he's using the wrestlers and grapplers, you know. I just don't see him losing. Of course, he got KO'd by Eddie Alvarez, but Eddie Alvarez at that time was an absolute beast. I know he lost to McGregor. I know he lost to McGregor right afterwards, but at the time he was a beast. I think he's gonna win this one. I think he's gonna win. I think Fiziev's gonna lose. He slowed down against Green. Fair play. He showed decent cardio against Riddell, but it was kind of low pace. Not gonna lie. Like, it wasn't high paced or anything. Like, back and forth, boom, boom, boom. Like, not really. And he still slowed down with that pace against Bobby Green. I'm going to go for like a 3 rounds to 2 Rafael dos Anjos. I think he gets it done. Loses the first 2 rounds. Comes back in the 3rd, 4th, and 5th. I think dos Anjos gets it. Grappling gets it done. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. This is the full card breakdown and detailed predictions for UFC Vegas 58. Dos Anjos versus Fiziev. And yeah.